Greetings and welcome to our 11th of June 2023. Welcome to our regular Sunday night live stream. My chance to let off a bit of steam about mainstream media. This time, one such story that's come my way is that somebody determined Kate and William to be forward thinkers and very progressive. So I'm going to ask you a question. In what way do you think they earned that quote from, I'm not sure who it was, some MP or journalist? What makes them forward thinkers? We'll be having a look at that tonight. I'll certainly first start by saying greetings to Jeff Gashead, Joker Man and Nathan Oakley, who have so far taken the time to leave a comment in the live chat. If you tuned in, then yeah, please let us know you're watching. Any subjects, Sunday night streams are a little bit longer than normal, so certainly got time to investigate any subjects that have come up. Yeah, we'll I did see there's been some kind of high profile fatalities involving young people in the United States of America. Of course, I haven't actually looked at it. I was tempted to make a video on it because I saw they got their numbers in, which is something which we frequently see in events that might not be quite as meets the eye. And yeah, looking at the chat, Nathan Oakley assures us both his kids are real, unlike a lot of the celebrities that I call out as maybe not being genuine. I mean, even if you take it that the couple you see on screen right now, Kate and William, have in some way procreated, then the people we see, what they've shown us of that actual procreation, is at the very least highly airbrushed, I guess you could say. But I straight up believe that no, I completely doubt the possibility that Kate ever gave birth to a child. Certainly not one that she displayed on the steps, as we've seen heavily publicised on the news. Yeah, Jokeman says he's by a music festival. When you say by a music festival, do you mean you're just about to jump the fence? Yeah, which one? I hope the music isn't too loud. Oh, yeah, Jokerman says the sound is good. That's good. I haven't actually checked my audio. I'm sure I'll get a chance to do that at some point. And I will keep my eye on the live chat as best I can to catch anyone's feedback. Yeah, being a live show, it's not uncommon for me to say, forget to unmute my microphone or leave some background music playing and drowns myself out. So yeah, anything can happen when it's live. Also, real life events, for example, my I say our cat, it's a stray cat that we've started feeding. It just sits in the road out the front of our house at the moment, staring in. And yeah, cars will literally beat their horn at him to get him to move out the way. So if I hear some cars beeping, then I might have to dash off. I do have, hopefully not, but I would have some backup content to keep you entertained while I go and sort out the cats, for example. Hopefully won't happen, but you can never tell. When it's live, knocks at the door, rings, people ringing up, but being late at night now, 10 o'clock, hopefully any interruptions should be to a minimum. Maria's in the live chat. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Maria, Jeff, Jokerman, Nathan, all of you, I invite you to have a guess. In what way are Kate and William considered progressive and forward-thinking? The picture we have on screen about William asking, are these, this image comes from a news article. I'll bring it up actually. Let me just find it and I'll bring up the article. And it's them walking away from a pizza stall or something. Where are we? Don't tell me I've lost the tab. No, here we are, we're good. Right, here is the image that the thumbnail comes from. Kate and William coming back away from a pizza stall, holding a box of pizzas. Do you for 1 second think these people paid for this? I'm not sure what's the best view actually. Hang on. Oh, goodness me. What have I done? Yeah, guaranteed. These boxes of pizzas that they're carrying, how many have they got? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Easily £200 worth of pizzas. I bet they didn't pay a penny for them. These people don't even carry cash around with them. I did a video once called Filthy Rich Scroungers about these people. Where was the story? I'm sure we can find it. Filthy Rich Scroungers. Let's see if my video comes up. Maybe it won't. No. Maybe I put Royal Scroungers. Filthy Royal Scroungers. And the thing was, it was a news article about a woman on a plane who... Hang on. Yeah, this woman had gone on a plane and didn't know what to do when it came to paying the bill. Apparently, she just let them off. She didn't force them to pay or anything. So yeah, I probably don't really need to watch it now, but I'm pretty confident it's on here somewhere. Where are we? There we go. Freebies, Harry, Meghan and Kate. Filthy Rich Scroungers it's called. I won't put you through it now, but it's about exactly this thing. They're not, they don't carry cash. They don't pay for anything. So I can guarantee you, these boxes of pizzas, absolute freebies. So yeah, the joke in tonight's thumbnail is everyone given free pizzas? As far as Kate says, who cares? This, of course, being a woman, again, I'm sure we could find the article. She got pulled up for a speeding ticket. Hang on, Kate Middleton, not speeding, sorry, a parking ticket. And we'll see what happened. I think they might have looked at her and said, I doubt she can even afford to pay this parking ticket, so we better let her off. Parking, of course, this is more mainstream media rubbish. This whole thing possibly as staged as everything else. I have said I don't believe any of these pictures get in mainstream media that aren't, fully confirmed to be fit for publication, as it were. Right, such a terrible... Yeah, these articles are designed to wind you up seriously. Here's a police protection officer has a word with a traffic warden who let Kate off without a fine. Right. But police protection officer who following Kate quickly hurried over and explained to the traffic wardens who the VIP was. She can park anywhere. Who cares about parking? As if Kate drives herself around. I doubt that very much. They wheel these people out as and when, I guess. Jokerman says pizza in the UK is inedible. I'm not sure about that, but there's definitely more, a double meaning to the word for some people, pizza, and it immediately rings alarm bells. I'm not going to necessarily go into that subject. The video we watched at the beginning of this stream, in the pre-show, was about Balenciaga, and I think that's very much on the same sort of lines. Mainstream's version of exposing the filthy world of the rich and famous, as it were. I'm sure there's lots of rich people who are very decent, but well, who knows. Right, this one hasn't paid and displayed. A traffic warden homes in on Kate's Audi. I'm going to say this was all for the cameras, I'm guessing. They probably squeezed one of their numbers in somewhere. Not on this page, that's for sure. Oh, haven't even got the display up, my apologies. Just as well, because I went to the wrong page. Right. I'm sure it wouldn't take too long to... I mean, it's good to see different names on the copyright on the photo. Brennan and Simpson. I'm not sure who they are. Perhaps they're worth having a look. Brennan and Simpson, photographers. Let's see if they happen to be anything to do with photography. I better check I got the name right. Brennan Simpson. I don't know, maybe we'd find that. Brennan Simpson photographs. Okay, there's someone on Instagram with that page, but I'm not sure if that's any... It doesn't look like they've got a publicly open page on Instagram. I don't know if that's anything to do with this story, so we'll come away from there. I have got Instagram up though, which is always good. Okay, yes, so, yeah, I am inviting anyone to have a guess as to what the reason these people are so forward in their thinking for the future. I mean, is it something along the lines of... Right, obviously they're talking about we will be lucky to have a king such as William, because he's so progressive that when he comes into power, he's going to do what? What's he going to do? Or what is he doing that's slightly different? Has he pledged that the money we've just seen spent on a coronation for his father, he's going to divert all that money somewhere different? Perhaps he's being very progressive like that, saying, look, it's a ridiculous waste of taxpayers' money at a time when bills are through the roof and food prices are rocketing. All part of the script, of course, but does it, has he now said, we will, for my coronation, don't want any of that? Is that his progressive behaviour? Bear in mind, this is a couple where she doesn't even pay for parking tickets. They walk away from pizza stalls with their arm full of freebies, if there's anything even in there. Perhaps it was just a publicity stunt for wherever these pizzas came from. The couple ordered pizzas for everyone at Little Dragon Pizza. Is that a bit of a plug for this pizza van? Yeah. Okay, we'll have a look at this ridiculous article. This super couple that go, I don't know, they rock climbing, abseiling, they do it all. William, of course, is a trained pilot, I think. Isn't he supposed to be able to fly helicopters? Again, another story someone told me about once was he was photographed. Apparently he landed on Kate's lawn in a helicopter, and it turned out he was not sat in the correct seat or something, so it wasn't quite as dramatic as they made out. Can we find that story? Maybe that would be a way to look at this progressive couple. Let's see. No doubt William and Kate are, to some, hugely important. And right, where was it? William lands helicopter. Again, complete waste of taxpayers' money. I can't even spell helicopter. Hang on. There we go. Apparently he landed it in his... Where are we? We'll find it in a minute. These are more nonsensical stories. Kate Middleton looks on as Prince William lands helicopter on the waters in an emergency. Let's see. Daily Telegraph, get it, of course. I can't say for sure, but I believe they called him out. I'm not sure if it was this video or another one, but it was made clear that despite it's saying that he landed the helicopter. He did no such thing. He was in a completely different seat. Again, obviously couldn't find a very good video camera on that day, so they had to film it with the most rubbish picture quality you can imagine. Is that someone just hanging out of a helicopter? Crazy. I wonder why the image quality is always so terrible on every bit of footage we see of these people. Yeah, Joker Man says what cheese pizzas is a reference for in the live chat. I have heard it. Who was it? I believe it was Random Games, who we sometimes see in the live chat, sent me some links to a video of Katy Perry giving these people on stage pizzas. Absolute finger down your throat, vomit inducing. Even if it's got no link to what Joker Man is suggesting it is linked to. Then the video's still really creepy. Look, can you see Philip? No, sorry, not Philip. William. I get their names mixed up so often. Is William flying the helicopter? Apparently he wasn't. It was... I think it was him anyway. I'm not... You know, I think it was this video. It's certainly one video where they had to admit that he was just co-pilot on the day, despite reporting this sort of nonsense. Maria says the Bill Gates cloud machines have had a couple of days off here in Essex. Yeah, we've had a very bright at the moment. Well, that's the last of our video. We get to see what we don't want to watch necessarily. Again, absolutely rubbish picture quality on this video. My 10-year-old phone could take better videos than this. Okay, we've got... This is better. I don't really want to... Oh, they try their hands at golf. I'm sure they were wonderful at it and got holes in one every round. Speaking of the weather machines, yeah, I was actually, because apparently we're meant to have thunder today, or they've been reporting thunders coming over the next couple of days, and it does sort of feel warm enough for that, but it did make me wonder, could thunder, how artificially could they bring on extreme weather conditions? I mean, like forest fires, for example, are caused supposedly by extreme weather. Can it be 100% all those forest fires are particularly related to the weather? Of course, there are apparently there's some seeds that require being, for the whole forest around it to be burnt up every summer or every however long it needs, part of its cycle. Yeah, and it's all part of the process of could man-made thunder exist? Man-made thunder. Since Maria mentioned weather and mentioned the cloud machines, for example. Although on that subject, hasn't it been suggested that there are suggestions to prevent climate change or something, where they could try and block out the sun? Is it possible? My personal opinion is the only blocking out of the sun is done by our creator. Thinking of every, I don't know, what is it, probably every 30 years or so, most parts of the world get to see a demonstration of the sun being blocked out. Right, the man-made mighty. Okay, what videos are we going to watch here? Of course, so much of this is open to either them just cleverly predicting a thunderstorm. Man struck by lightning. None of this is man-made thunder. Okay. Right. I don't know if this is a film or something. Nope, no longer available. Maybe there is no actual videos of man-made thunder. Okay, what are we watching? Okay, this is nothing to do with it by the look of it. Where is it? Let's give it a chance. I know we could just click and watch the video as cars. Yeah, it's nothing to do with weather change. Well, man has certainly harnessed the use of electricity. Could the possibility that they could target it up into the sky? Who knows? No idea. Right. Jeff says the helicopter uses about 50 gallons of fuel a minute. Yeah, I had heard. Apparently every time, you know, whenever you see police helicopters flying above your head, apparently this was decades ago I was told this, it costs like 15 to 25,000 pounds each time just to use enough fuel to take off a helicopter. Not cheap by any stretch. Joker Man says maybe someone important is in town. I heard they don't spray when the Queen was about. Well, I heard the opposite, actually. Again, yeah, the coronation, didn't they have thunder or heavy rain on both days or something? Just to really make miserable those people that have come out to congratulate whatever's going on inside Westminster Abbey. Hang on, yeah, what I heard about on the terms of spraying, I heard that they can send up a gas that will disperse clouds. Let's see if I can find an example of that. Cloud disbursement. Right, yeah, cloud seeding chemicals. This is, of course, first click, Wikipedia. Maybe we'll go on to a second click. That looks too technical. Improving the way the dispersing clouds interact. Okay. Yeah, apparently you can pay for a some substance to be released and for the clouds to be moved above your head. And it is. So when you say they don't spray, yeah, maybe they don't, but they're probably spraying some other. I'm not sure if it's a gas or a chemical or what, how they do it. All right, sorry. I'm gonna have to click the first link, Wikipedia. This is at least the very mainstream outlook on the subject. Cloud seeding is a type of weather modification that aims to change the amount or type of precipitation that falls from clouds by dispersing a substance into the air that could serve as a condensation or ice nuclei, which alter the microscopic process within the cloud. Its effectiveness is debated. Okay, some studies suggest that it's difficult to show clearly that cloud seeding has a very large effect. Okay, maybe it doesn't always work so good. Some of those thick clouds you see up there, yeah, I imagine aren't going to go far. Maria says they spray heavy metals. Yeah, I don't think that's even... Yep. This image explaining cloud seeding shows a substance, either silver iodide or dry ice. Well, silver iodide, I'm guessing, is a heavy metal. Joker Man was on about chemtrailing. Yes, I'm with you on that. The process shown in the upper right is what happens in the clouds upon introduction to the material. What a great scam that would be! Convince people that you could you could clear all the clouds in the sky, and I don't know. just wait for a nice clear day and then claim that you've done it. Right. Of course, the United Arab Emirates have been using a new technology, drones equipped with a payload of electric charged emission instruments and customized sensors to fly at low altitude and deliver an electric charge to air molecules. The method produced a significant rainstorm in July 2021. In Al Ain, it rained 6.9 millimeters on the 20th to the 21st of July. Nearly 2 years ago. Infrared laser pulses. Wow, can they even modify the clouds with infrared? An electronic mechanism was tested in 2010 when infrared laser pulses were directed at the air above Berlin. Researchers from Geneva, by researchers from Geneva, the experiment posited that the pulses would encourage atmospheric sulfur dioxide and nitrogen to form particles that act as seeds. Okay, you can find this for yourself if you want to see it. But there are certainly claims that man-made weather modification goes on. To what degree, I don't know. All I do remember is hearing every time there's like, I don't know about every time. On one occasion, I remember there was I think it was a referendum to leave Scotland, and London was hit by these torrential, or maybe it was the mayoral elections, I don't know, London mayor, and the weather that day was like absolutely atrocious, almost like deliberately preventing people going out voting. There is actually another video, I would love to find it. I haven't seen it for years, but I was watching it on the news one day. How long ago would it have been? Probably back when I used to watch the news and kind of believe it. It was a priest or a bishop talking about allowing women in, or I'm pretty sure it was on the subject of women. And as he was being interviewed on the street, nice clear day, and then all of a sudden, as he started saying this stuff about, women should be allowed to, give sermons and preach in churches. Yeah, and the weather in the background was just atrocious thunderstorms. I'm not sure if I would be able to find it, but I clearly remember watching that one. Let's see, I wouldn't know. Let's see, bishop, thunderstorm. I don't even know if it was a bishop or a priest or what, but no, I would know it if I saw it. It was something like Channel 4 News or ITV News, BBC probably. Right. Women vicars interview thunderstorm. No, I'm probably not going to find it. If I ever do come across it, then I'll certainly share it, but it was back long before, I would have had the ability just to go online and download it, so it did happen though. I do clearly remember would help if I spelt Vickers right, of course. I don't know, I can't even spell. Right. It's not even, barely 10:30 and I'm struggling. Yeah, that video will be long gone somewhere. Hang on, William Boyd, ordinary thunderstorm. Right, thunderstorm, I'll have one last search. By the way, we aren't going to forget about how and why Prince William and Kate Middleton are such forward thinkers. I'm just, thunderstorm during news interview. Come on, it must be there somewhere. It would have been prior to 2005. But I'm not going to find it now, so Yeah, it's long gone. It was back when they was bringing in, or back when there was controversy around the introduction of women priests, women bishops, that sort of thing. Right, I don't want to lose track of the live chat, so Jokerman's in a silly mood. Yeah, sorry, Jokerman, did you tell us what music festival you were at? Perhaps we'll meet up with you if it's not too far away. And are you, or do you just happen to live nearby where it's going on? If so, fair enough. Jokerman says, metal bins and sheet make thunder. I wouldn't doubt that. Right, okay. I will put you out of your misery and I will tell you why. Kate Middleton, who doesn't have to worry about parking, her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, when they get on planes, they don't even think about paying. Let's see. Let's do a quick search for that. Although I know someone who claims they sold Prince William, I'm not sure if it was cigarettes, but that he bought something in a shop. William carry money. I mean, very few people, less people now than ever, carry cash, so I'm not interested in his net worth, but here's how the royal family gets money. That's not what I'm asking. Royals don't carry cash. Okay, I knew it referred to the Queen, but royals don't carry cash on them, but one family member refuses to follow that rule. Which one do you think that is? Right, something they're not supposed to do is carry money, so it's part of the job description, basically. Someone else will pay for you, even if it's the shop themselves. There was, I don't know if they still do it now, but on certain brands, I remember you used to see it on some cigarette packets, and, you know, like on the back of Heinz ketchup, or, you know, popular brands, you would see by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, or by appointment to His Majesty Philip, or I'm not sure if they still put those brandings on products anymore. And what, as far as I know, it means is that they have a contract to provide these people with these goods. How, you know, they probably get paid in one way or another. Their businesses, you know, they get to put that sticker on their products. I remember Harry Enfield making a joke about it on one of his sketches, where he was a market seller, and he says, "Look at that pack. You know, when I die of cancer, I'm going to do it for Queen and Country." And it's because, yeah, on not every pack, on certain products, yeah, that you if they are still doing it, which I wouldn't doubt they are, you would probably now see William's name on them. Let's have a look. Can we find that? By appointment to Her Maj sticker or emblem, I think it is. Yeah, that is the image you'll see. Heinz will have to change packaging and reapply for royal warrant following Queen's death. Okay, they call them royal warrants. Again, straight onto Wikipedia. I don't want to click them every time. Elizabeth II granted 686 royal warrants during her reign. That is, I guess, where she asks companies to make products for her. Interesting on the cigarette front. Considering they're so heavily taxed, I wouldn't have thought they still produce them. Who knows? Who knows? Jokerman says they get royalties for each King James Bible sold. Do you know what? I received a free King James Bible the other day in this, I'm not sure if it's a church or a Sunday school, but there was a wooden box and I just saw the words, pick up a free Bible. So I did. I mean, I've got them all, you know, I normally read them electronically on my phone or on the computer or whatnot, but it was good to have another paper one. Jokerman says it's in the park next to where you are at the moment. Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, speaking of that, music festivals. Oh, next week, next Saturday, next Sabbath day, day of rest. The peace and quiet that people should be observing in my local town will be disregarded as they celebrate Pride. That is, I want to be sick just talking about it, but that is where, that's a festival. I no doubt they'll be bringing all the usual stalls, try and sell to as many people. Yeah, these things are obviously good for the economy, you could say. Good for the local economy, I bet. Well, there's certainly all the local shops. Well, not all of them. A lot of the large chains, the big stores, they're certainly getting behind the breaking of the Sabbath day. Oh, it's Park Life. Do Blur attend it out of interest? Obviously, that was their song, Park Life, wasn't it? Yeah, where's this seal then? Hundreds of brand packages. Will they show an image of it? You probably know what I mean anyway, but... Right, Queen's coffin. Don't want to see that. I want to see a picture of the royal emblem, so I don't have to go and find a pack of ketchup or whatever. Yeah, this is what appears on the side of a lot of products. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth, manufacturers of handbags and leather goods. Okay, so she's right behind the leather goods industry, of course. Yeah, I'm not sure what a royal warrant is. Well, sorry, I know what it is, but how they work in terms of who pays for them. Is it something else the the taxpayers have to foot the bill for? Who pays for royal warrants? Is this where they use public money just to produce a load of products for these people? We are, of course, talking about the forward-thinkingness of William and Kate. Perhaps he says, I'm not doing royal warrants when I become king. I will reject... Come on, we're just going to click on this for 2 seconds, just to see what the... Right. Royal warrants are currently granted by Charles to companies or people who supply goods or services. The warrant enables the suppliers to advertise the fact they supply to the royal family. At whose expense, I wonder? The profession, employment agencies, planners, government, etc., such as pubs and theatres, do not qualify. The Merchandise Act makes it illegal for companies to falsely claim that they have a royal warrant. Yeah, there's a pub on the way to... When we travel to Bournemouth, we go through this very small village, and it's got a pub named the William, or Kate and William, and it's got their picture. Like most pubs have the boards that flap down. Well, this has got Kate and William painted on theirs, and I think they've got Union Jacks up everywhere. So it's not exactly claiming to be a warrant holder. Right, yeah, Philip does them as well. Philip granted 38 warrants, as in the case of his Elizabeth. Okay, these became subject to review upon his death, with holders having still get 2 years. Okay, these people are making it specifically for Philip, or at Philip's request. They carry on for 2 years after he passed away. And here are a list. I'm not sure if tobacco products probably still come up. I wouldn't be surprised if we find the word tobacco somewhere. Let's have a look. Tobacco products, there you go. Gallagher Group. Gallagher, they supply to the Queen, so she obviously likes her cigarettes. 2 out of 5, okay. Yeah, so someone was making cigarettes for the Queen. What she did with them, perhaps she sold them on. Who knows? We'll find out who pays for... Who pays for royal warrants? How many did they say the Queen did? 686 warrants. You can guarantee if she's paying, then she wouldn't have granted. The royal warrant can be awarded by a grantor. Right, that isn't what I asked. A business. Yeah, see, I ask who pays for royal warrants, and we get who grants them. Nope, don't care about that. What happens when a... Okay. You know, because it clearly says they're supplying to the royal family, unless it's just, well, we don't really have this, we don't really get Kellogg's cornflakes or whatever. It's just to boost their, it's just a, you know, an advertisement for certain products. You get to claim that the royal family eat the same thing. And we can all feel like royals when we buy cornflakes or... What's it? Cadbury's, probably. I bet Cadbury's have got one. Yes, of course they do. Cadbury's boot some Weetabix among 800 brands to reapply for royal warrant after Queen's death. But there must be more to it than just sticking an emblem on the side of your packet. You are actually providing these products, but at whose expense is what I'm asking. Does it mean that the Queen is paying for it herself? Does it come from her fortune, or is it just something else the taxpayer has to pay for? But anyway, luckily, we're soon going to have a very forward-thinking king, who, I don't know, perhaps he will... Okay, granted for up to 5 years and reviewed the year before it's due to expire. Other brands granted warrants. I mean, grants would suggest that money is being given to them. Warrant would suggest it's a demand. I don't know, but it's, you know, if you get one of these, you become a massive company, or you're pretty well set. But we're not going to find who pays for them, I don't think. Not on the first couple of pages of Bing, anyway. I can tell you that. Okay. Cost of a royal warrant. Costs of royal warrants. I don't know if we'll find who is eligible. How long does it last? That'd be a good one. Up to 5 years. Why might a company or individual lose a warrant? Product, if it's not up to standard, right, okay. What happens when the grantor dies? Who decides? What benefits does a royal warrant bestow? They receive a handsome royal warrant document. My goodness, it must be more than a document, surely. Why would all these companies be applying for something that is actually nothing more than... Right, okay. And the right to display it, the royal arms on their products, advertisement, premises, vehicles in accordance with the Lord Chamberlain's rules. But surely, earlier on, we read on Wikipedia that it means that you supply to the royal family, so is that not what it means? Right. Warrant holders may not disclose details of the goods or services they provide, except as described in the wording or legend beneath the royal arms. By appointment to suppliers of stationery. So any details about these royal warrants may not be disclosed. Interesting to know. So we're not going to find out how much a royal warrant is worth, for example. What does a royal warrant cost? Here we go. They cost nothing. They don't cost the company anything. In fact, it's the other way around. Companies receive money, I think. That'd be the only reason they'd be interested in it, surely. The Holders Association, which acts on behalf of the Chamberlain's office, in connection with an administration charge to all warrant holders who do not pay a subscription as a member of the association. Huh, okay. So these companies are literally just paying for a handsome document. What a joke. No way. Don't believe that. What is the role of a... Can the association make introductions to the house on behalf of non-suppliers? What? People that don't supply can still have a warrant, you mean? The association is not part of the household or procurement process. It only represents or acts on... It does not make introductions on behalf of non-suppliers. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Crazy stuff. Jokerman says you can't post an English flag. I'm not sure about that one. Maria says Mohammed El Fayed lost his royal warrant for Harrods. Of course, they would have had one, wouldn't they? But I bet Harrods is still doing okay. Okay, I'm guessing now. I'm completely uneducated on royal warrants, other than seeing them on the side of packets every so often. I'm not sure if they put them on products in countries other than United Kingdom. I imagine they probably do. But I would like to know. Right, can I get a royal warrant for this live stream? Can I say I'm doing it by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen? Although it did say products, or no, Wikipedia told us the sort of products that it wasn't applied to. And I think, yeah, Bobby Zine's live streams probably don't qualify. But never mind. Okay, how forward-thinking is Harry? And am I going to make you wait till after the intermission? We are going to take a quick one tonight, just like a 5-minute one, but not immediately. We will read the article, see if you spot it yourself, okay? Are they going to start paying their own parking tickets? Are police protection officers, are they going to say we don't want these police protection officers following us around anymore? Is that how forward-thinking William and Kate might be? What else might they be doing? Maybe they're saying, look, all the crown jewels, we're going to give 10% of that to the poor. Maybe they're saying that? Is that how forward-thinking they are? Perhaps they're telling us William pledges when he becomes king, as I said earlier, rather than spend all that money on the coronation, we're going to give that to the homeless. Maybe. It is... Perhaps they've said, look, again, going back to homelessness, London, there's so many homeless people sleeping on the streets. Why don't we open up some of the spare rooms in Buckingham Palace, all the other luxury buildings that have probably got empty rooms, and just let them sleep there? That would be progressive and forward-thinking. Maybe he's doing that. We'll find out in the article, hopefully. Right, I'm going to start shutting these web pages down. Well, that's going back to the Utah Bible. A school in Utah bans the Bible from... I'm all over the place, right. A school in Utah has banned the Bible, and it was done as part of a bad faith process for reviewing books, according to... Apparently, if anyone complains about a book, a school will ban it, it sounds like. So, yeah, book burning, I guess. Although there is something to be said about products that are banned. I don't know if any of you have ever watched the film A Clockwork Orange. I remember my mum told me she saw it in the cinema when it was out originally, and that it had been banned. And as a kid, it made me really want to watch it. I was like, oh my goodness, it must have been, a pretty special film if they banned it. But, and then they announced they were going to publish it, and I bought a special box set with a Clockwork Orange book, the video, and there was probably something else like a pretend flick knife or some such thing like that. Back when we had physical discs, I imagine they still do it now. Although I did notice the HMV in Bath, where I used to buy DVDs, has shut down now and become a Sainsbury's or something. So yeah, physical copies of films are, going out of fashion. They've been out of fashion for a long time, actually. Maria saw it in the cinema when it came out. What did you think of it, out of interest? I mean, had it not been banned, I would say I probably never would have heard of it. If it was just another... I mean, I know it was done by the very famous film director... Oh, the name's on the tip of my tongue. K, something beginning with K. I'm not sure. Keats, Kent. Oh, goodness knows. But anyway, yeah, Joker Man says banning the Bible is good advertising. Of course it is. When you see a school and they're inviting cross-dressers to come in and read stories to kids, going for something they're against, yeah, you can. It's a good way of telling whether or not something, should be followed or not. Okay, we are very shortly going to take a quick intermission. I have got a video from, in the pre-show I put the wrong name up. I said we were watching one about Hilary Swank, but we didn't. We watched, what video did we watch in the pre-show? Scripted Outrage by Jeff Schroeder. Now, however, you will be watching Hilary Swank and the Bump Jumps from October 2022. It goes on for about 7 minutes, I think, just to give me time to freshen up, use the toilet, etc. You don't need to know. Also, it gives you a chance to take a break. Before we do, however, I'm just going to catch up with the live chat. Stanley Kubrick, thank you, Jeff Gashead, you got it. Maria says, I don't think I understood it. Stanley Kubrick, who later did Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, it was about hooligans from what I remember. And they were quite scummy people, but it was all... They ended up killing a woman and going to prison. And the main character, whatever his name was, I know he was into classical music. And he ended up... they forced him to watch all this psychological torture. They tortured him psychologically and, scared him straight, as it were, and he became this passive, unable to defend himself, and he runs into his mates who have become police officers and they nearly kill him. And in the book, it's very different in the book to the film. In the film, he just takes a big payoff from the government and it ends with him shaking hands. In the book, of course, they go through how they reprogram him back into the psychopath, at which time he's an older person and he's calmed down a bit. Yeah, it's about correcting people in very extreme ways. How unpleasant that would be. A bit like a lobotomy, I guess you could say. How brutal is that? Electric shock treatment. Close family members I know that have had that. It was a very popular treatment in the 70s, I believe. Again, Maria, I'm sure you are educated on the subject of EST, and maybe even lobotomies, but who knows. But I would say by banning, the same goes for, it made... Yeah, had they not banned A Clockwork Orange, I wouldn't have ever heard of it. The same goes for Reservoir Dogs. It was another film that apparently was so awful they banned it, and it just made me want to watch it. My mates, told me about it when I was at school, and they hired it, or their dad hired it because they were only like 15 or something, and it was an 18 film. Maria didn't understand. Oh, Eyes Wide Shut. Okay. Right. It does do a lot for the reputation of, say, a musical group or a film or a book to ban it. You're absolutely right, Joker Man. It is ultimately good advertising. However, the idea that people should be encouraged not to read the Word of God doesn't sit well with me. I remember in school we were given Bibles quite frequently. It was only the New Testament now. Okay, we are now 11 o'clock. So I am going to leave you with our intermission. Before we do, of course, hang on, where are we? Before we watch that, I would like to thank the following people. As has been going across the screen for the last hour or so, Midnight Scribbler, otherwise known as Joker Man, who's in the live chat, and Linda Mack, thank you for supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks also goes to Nathan Oakley and Skeptic936, and by all accounts we'll be adding a name to that very soon. Thanks for your support. There are ways in the description, the chat, etc. Links in the description to how you can support me. There is another way you can show your appreciation for this video. If you've enjoyed it so far tonight, I simply ask that you hit the thumbs up button if you like it, and subscribing and sharing are also wonderful ways to say thanks for the video, Bobby. We liked it so much, we're gonna stick with you even after the intermission. And we'll see you in about just over 7 minutes. Let's see. Let's put the correct audio up this time. Sorry, the correct title. Okay, I'll be back in about, let me see, 7.5 minutes. Oh, before we go, thanks to Jokerman, Maria, Jeff Gashead, and Nathan Oakley, who have so far taken the time to comment in the chat. If I've missed anyone, my apologies. By all means, let us know you're tuning in. Much appreciated. Okay, when we come back, you will find out why Prince William and Kate Middleton have been described as progressive, forward thinkers. Okay, I'll be back in... Oh, that's the wrong one. I will be back in 7 minutes or so. Okay, enjoy the film. See you in a minute. Oh, hang on. I've got some text to put on the screen. There we go. Okay, see you in a sec. Bill Gates is not a doctor. Very true. We're going to have a look at, as we said, Hilary Swank, apparently back in the news. Hilary Swank, 48, is about to be a new mum, and it turns out that her due date is quite a special one. What a surprise. Who would have seen that coming? It's not like these celebrities always seem to tie in with special dates. Jade Goody, for example, died on Mother's Day. Yeah, relatively old story. That was the first one that I ever said, no, that person is not on the level. That is not the behaviour of a person with cancer. But then the press reported her death, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, if they're reporting it, then I suppose she must have died. They wouldn't lie about that. Yeah, they did. Absolutely, they would. It's all a production. These people, their lives lived out in front of cameras. Am I right in thinking Hilary Swank played a role of a transgender? That is ridiculously unlikely. Anyway, when's the due date? That's right, the $1 Million actress revealed that she was pregnant for the first time with twins on Instagram this past Wednesday. I'm not surprised it's for the first time. In a series of photos, which Swank stitched together for a video, she was seen pointing to a growing baby bump. We gotta see it. And smiling. The caption of her post read, "Coming soon, double feature." Yeah, exactly. It's a film. It's a production. It's coming soon. She also included 2 baby emoji angels. Ooh. There's even more excitement involved with Logan Lucky Star's pregnancy. During an appearance on the Drew Barrymore show, why was that person still going? Swank divulged that her twins are actually due on her late father's birthday. The connection was made when Barrymore said to Swank, "You just announced that your father has passed away 1 year ago, and this is the miracle is happening." It is a miracle, you're absolutely right. To which Swank responded, "Yeah, and they're due on his birthday." Look at those shoulders, they are something else. Obviously, I don't watch any of these programmes. She confirmed that twins are actually running her family. What a surprise. Of course, twins are very common with IVF. You know, it's never uncommon to see that these celebrities supposedly are using surrogates or some other situation, using IVF treatment. Only a few days before she posted a video to Instagram. They even shared a link to the Instagram page, which is very uncommon for them. Wow, what a terrible video. Who knows what goes on? Instagram's a load of crap. Yeah, it's one of those areas where fakery is just constant. Let's see what other pictures she puts up on her channel. Is that meant to be her getting married? Come on, we must see a man in drag here. I can't believe it's been a year since you transitioned. You are missed beyond measure and forever in my heart. Is this someone that passed on? Do they mean transition, passed on? I thought they meant someone that had had a transition. This is actually something she made about her dad, right? We will be following Hillary. Shouldn't be difficult to see everything there. Long arms, long hands, big hands, massive square jaw, sloping back forehead. You know, they've had work done. Well, not as much as some celebrities, but fake teeth, obviously fake teeth. Impossible that person is genuinely pregnant. Forget the fact she's 48 years old. This is absolute bullspit. What do you reckon that is? A animated baby? Looks like CGI to me. Maybe it is CGI, but... as always, absolute rubbish picture quality. Yeah, very blocky, this image. I don't know why they couldn't. Been having a week-long Fitness Friday, the $1 million baby. Maybe it is CGI, who knows? Perhaps it's meant to be. Doesn't look particularly real. Deliberately blurred, that's for sure. You appear to have some sort of plastic head hair. No hair on it or anything. No different definitions. Very distinct line here as well. I would say these are CGI images, of course. Nothing new there. Sharon Stone just sent me this and I can't take how adorable and awesome it is. This kid is going to do and be whatever she wants. Is this meant to be Sharon Stone's child? Is that what they want us to believe? How old is Sharon Stone meant to be? No way she's recently had a child. Oh, God Kid. Okay, so it's not her child. Perhaps it's just an image that Sharon Stone happens to share. I'm not going to, but we could look closely at that image and I could point out so many things that are wrong with it, but I wouldn't inflict that on you. Of course, arm in arm with Madonna. Both of them got absolutely insanely squared shoulders. Donna, some pretty significant work done on the jaws, I would say, that this person hasn't had done. This person says, yep, I got big square jaws, that's just how it is. Madonna, on the other hand, looks kind of like waxwork to me, kind of doesn't look real. They certainly will tell you, celebrities somehow have the ability to have children in much later life than most people can. They certainly don't let age stop them from doing a fake baby story, let me tell you that. It'll be interesting to see then the fake baby bumps they use with this one. Maria says, definitely CGI. Babies don't have that much balance. Well, when they're celebrity babies, you'd be surprised. They can do anything. Hold their head up like this when they're, what, a day old? Yeah, no problem. Whether or not the images are real of some of these children, the rest of it isn't, can't be. I wanted to see if I did the title of one of my videos, which it was TikTok bump drop. I was curious what would come up. I want to look at some of these baby bumps. These are absolutely crazy. Mum makes baby bump drop on demand. I wonder how she could possibly do that.
And I'm not sure that everyone knows that if you haven't been close with a pregnant person or been pregnant yourself, because that...
yeah, this is a person that claims they can just huge baby bump, just jump up and down at will.
Viral video that was like, woman catches moment that baby bump drops. Kind of confused me because
because I drop it as much as I want. I take the freaking thing off at the end of the photo shoot.
Did you guys see my bump?
Do you seriously think that isn't just a... I mean, I don't even know if this person's being serious. Perhaps they are. Perhaps they're hinting. Well, it's TikTok, so I bet it's got millions of views, of course.
Like, they go up and down. They're very muscly. Like...
they're committed to the lie, though, I will say that. Watch at the end.
You know, I can bring it up, and then I can relax.
Of course you can. Piece of piss when it's a little more than an inflated ball in your stomach.
And it drops. And there's no movement to it, the way that like my normal stomach would jiggle without all this. Like,
yeah, your normal stomach, which isn't that fake thing you've got on camera here.
Yeah,
just jump up and down. That's fine. Never going to be a problem when you're heavily pregnant. Just jump up and down. Why not start lifting weights?
Don't move. My stomach.
Why not hike up a mountain?
Don't move.
No, it don't.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, believe that.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still super pregnant.
Of course you are. Beyond ridiculous, right? But these videos are everywhere on TikTok. Okay, welcome back to Bobby's Sunday night live stream. Thanks if you're still with us. We are now on the last stretch. Yeah, about another 20 minutes and we'll be winding up. Otherwise, yeah, the quality of the stream, whatever quality you may consider it to have, it goes downhill quickly after 11:30 at night. So I will be calling a halt to it soon, but I will let you know how not Philip, I keep getting their names wrong, there's so many of them, how William and Kate are considered forward-thinking by, who was the person that suggested such a ridiculous claim? Where are we? Okay. By the way, thanks to Maria for her insight. This show has gone full circle. We did start talking about man-made weather modification, got onto man-made thunder, is it possible? And then we go on to EST, that is kind of man-made thunder. Yeah, some Maria suggesting it was popular among people that believed they needed to be punished, as it were, and I can understand that. But yeah, very, very sad. How about, I mean, you know, Maria, give away what information you think's right, but bear in mind, this is a public forum. Don't give necessarily too much away. What about lobotomies? Do they completely take away a person's personality? That is what I kind of have been, you know, led to believe they do. That when they actually remove this part of your brain, it takes away. Anyway, yeah, again, talking about my mother, she knew a couple and both of them had been lobotomized. And I remember saying to her, you know, did they have any personality? And I can't really remember what she said, but anyway, yeah, let's not get too queasy talking about the way they do it as well. Oh, no way would I voluntarily. But then that's what mental health orders are all about, of course. If someone is too forward thinking, thinks in a way that perhaps isn't popular, then yeah, I guess a court could rule that this person needs to be lobotomized. Right, no, I'm not laughing at that, that's a disgusting subject, but I'm just considering. Anyway, right, Prince William has been branded forward-thinking. How did he earn such a name? For a bold move amid news that he will not keep, I think they mean, his Welsh home in Lwen Wermod. If you thought perhaps Kate and William were going to forego their coronation, not a chance. They haven't become that forward-thinking. If you thought they were going to offer to scrap by royal appointments, whatever that means, Game Joker Man in the chat suggested had a few suggestions for its uses and meanings, and yeah, probably right on it. But no, it wasn't that. It's that he doesn't want to move out. No, that he's not going to move out of his home in Wales because he's the Prince of Wales. So of course the Prince of Wales should at least have a home in Wales. I bet he won't live there full time. He did something else as well, so don't worry. The home was bought, but I'm sorry, just going on back to when they were saying about Harry and Meghan are being evicted. The choice of language the press used for Harry and Meghan was very, they're being kicked out of Frogmore Cottage. It's just a reshuffle of where these people are living. They only, once they get their new titles and new ranks, and I know according to mainstream press, Harry and Meghan are stepping away from it, but they're still totally part of the story. They're still included. Good to see Nathan still in the chat. Thanks for tuning in tonight. As I say, yeah, to absolutely everyone with us still. Yeah, in what other way were Prince William branded forward thinking? By Jenny Bond, royal expert. She said it was a step in the right direction. Yeah, not much for a step. Oh, he's going to keep He's going to keep a home, is he? Let's see what home he's deciding to keep. What was the name of that home? See, you would say, really progressive, forward-thinking. Let's sell the home in Llewellyn and, you know, donate it, or William's home in 1 Point Welsh home, now owned by the Duchy of Cornwall. So yeah, it's not some... Hang on, all these adverts absolutely ruin it. 192 acre estate. Where did that go? Right. Owned by the Duchy of Cornwall. Do we get to see images of it? Okay, then they give us a video of Highgrove, just to remind you. Some of the other properties that these people, forward thinking as they are. Okay, maybe it's not quite the mansion I thought it would be. So yeah, Prince William has decided to keep this home. He's not gonna move away from it. I'm pretty sure that's what that line said. He will now keep his Welsh home. Is it now keep his Welsh home or not keep? Oh, not keep his Welsh home. Okay, he's given up his home, which was already paid for, but and now belongs to the Duchy of Cornwall. What else did he do? Yeah, Bond said that the move showcases William as a progressive future king. Of course, when Harry and Meghan moved out of Frogmore Cottage, it was suggested that they were being evicted and they're now hated by their parents. All nonsensical crap, of course. Great way of selling magazines, great way of getting people to click on videos, great way of getting people to buy into this ridiculous story. Shortly before the coronation, the Prince and Princess of Wales opted to stay at a local community-run bed and breakfast. Wonder how long they were there for, just while the cameras were there. I bet as soon as the cameras left, William and Kate were out that door. It was a really great decision by Prince William to support local economy, and is exactly what a forward-thinking and progressive king should do. Gestures like this show that William and Catherine plan to do things differently to keep the monarchy in tune with modern society, and vitally keeps William in touch with ordinary people. These are people that probably have never had to pay for a thing in their life. Everywhere they go, they're given gifts. They walk into a room and everyone applauds them. They're surrounded by people with lanyards. Everyone has to treat them like when they talk to them, they're really interesting. Let's see what words of wisdom William gives to a guy with cancer. I think this is a cancer charity they went to. Let's see his what he's bringing these people. Oh, they didn't think to wear microphones on this day.
This happens every treatment now. There we go.
Oh, hang on, we missed his cracker.
You're a tall fucker,
They're laughing about how tall he is.
Heels on.
Yeah, this is a cancer research and treatment centre. Cancer treatment. Wonder what that is. Chemotherapy. We won't get on to the values or... Yeah, we won't get onto that subject, but I wonder what new treatments will come out of this charity. He couldn't hide his sense of humour.
I'll go my five for this. This happens every treatment now. There we go.
This happens every treatment.
See these people here? Ugly, but
I personally can't hear what they're saying. The audio's too poor.
oh, yeah.
Your wife's not bad.
He's a chatty one, I think. I mean, that's got her eye on you.
Yeah, people say that everything with the news.
Yeah, I know.
This is being in touch with the common person coming in and everyone watching every word you say. This woman filming, I'm guessing that's probably been agreed in advance that she'll be allowed to film them. Because, yeah. I mean, I know that people do go out. I say these people go out looking an awful lot like William and Kate, and they do visit places like this. I absolutely, am aware that happens, and I suppose they can't stop all the photos. Anyway, yeah. So that is your reason. They are forward thinking because they moved out of their cottage, which then became owned, which is still in the family. So they haven't sold it. They didn't, or they didn't put up homeless people in the local area. They didn't care about any of them. By the way, greetings to Phil Wright. Good to see you in the chat. The begging on that soccer aid bollocks was insane. I don't think I've seen that actually. But, yeah, sorry. I mean, I've seen it, but I've not actually seen him doing that. How these people can possibly stand in front of others and ask them to donate to charities is absolutely sickening. And they then claim, yeah, we're in touch with the common people, as it were, as they would consider them, where they no doubt. By the way, yeah, this article, a nice little plug for Little Dragon Pizza. Dragon, Satan, maybe, no coincidence, I bet. Yeah, and the couple ordered pizzas for everyone at the Little Dragon. Bear in mind, these are people that don't carry money around. They don't carry any means to pay for anything, so it was on the taxpayer anyway. What a joke. And yeah, they were probably gifted them. Who knows? Yeah, very in touch with all these people that has to stand behind barriers to see you. And they applaud you everywhere you go. People are literally moved out of your way so you can walk down the street. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why would anyone want these people in their, as their head of state, or why would anyone consider them in that kind of position at all? I'm not sure. During the second and final day of the trip, the couple visited Apervan Memorial Garden. It was created in remembrance of 116 children that died in a landslide disaster in 1966, and was opened by William's late grandmother, the Queen Elizabeth. The Queen Elizabeth, right? Jokerman says pizza, a Chinese takeaway. Yeah, it kind of does sound like that actually. The Little Dragon, Red Dragon. Right, let's have a look. Prince William at Soccer Aid, since Phil Wright mentioned them. Prince William, Soccer Aid. Isn't William meant to be like the president of the FA or the head of the FA, the Football Association? Moving speech. I don't know if this is it. Okay, unless you weren't specifically on about this guy. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was part of it. If he attends things like Soccer Aid. By the way, on the subject of sport, didn't we just have a few big tournaments take place? We'll go off the subject of the Royals for just a second. Apparently it came out that the Europa League final was fixed or something. Europa League final rigged, I believe the word was. And okay, this is Bing's first answer. They believe the contest was rigged. I don't know who they're on about. Oh, fans convinced the Europa League was rigged after Fernando's supposed handball in the box and the retaken penalty in the shootout. Yeah, no doubt. These big finals are all rigged. No doubt the final of the Champions League, which took place yesterday, was just as rigged. Angry fans are convinced the Europa League was rigged in favour of Sevilla. Yeah, but I personally don't believe it works like that. You haven't got one team who are in on it and one team that aren't. If a game's rigged, then it will be rigged not just with the referee. It'll be the whole, everyone on that field, or 90% of the people on the field will be aware of the rigging. And I'm guessing if we look at some of the pictures from the final, we'll see our favourite numbers come up. See, I can't really show the goals because yeah, I mean here for example, I don't know, 92720. I guess that if you spoke the language of their numbers might mean something. But yeah, so often they get their numbers in these games with some very obscure numbers. I've made videos on it in the past. Again, let's see, can we find it? Right, we are actually going to start winding down in a minute. Let me just bring up this. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to... Something about the rigged... It was the last Champions League final I watched with a serious belief that what was going on was legit. Well, no, it was the one that changed my mind. It was Liverpool against... Who were they against? I think it was another English club. It might have been Tottenham or something. And it was so blatantly staged. The goal... Hang on. Yeah, I expect they all get down on their knee for this one. I wouldn't be surprised. Hang on. It was the penalty. This guy in the box keeps his arm up deliberately so that this other one can kick it against his hand. And the keeper made absolutely, no effort to save it. How long does it go on for? It's 5 minutes. Perhaps we'll play in with it next week. I'll try. Yeah, he makes sure his hand makes contact with that ball to give the penalty to Liverpool, and I think that was how the game ended. So I'll put a link to this video in the description, okay? Right, yeah, what have we covered tonight? Oh, Phil Wright says the 33 was flashed at half-time at Soccer Aid. When was Soccer Aid out of interest? Was it quite recent? We'll have one last quick glance at that before we wrap up. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt for 1 second they would get their numbers in. Of course they would. And oh yeah, Phil mentions the Liverpool game was 2-0, not 0-0. Yeah, I do find that often those finals are just boring AF. I'm not sure it's because like the rounds leading up to it were over 2 legs and you had away goals and it just made things a bit more entertaining, but the finals always seemed absolute garbage. Yeah, all the sellouts on Soccer Aid, probably half of them are lookalikes or stand-ins. I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, when you talk about Soccer Aid begging, of course it is. Let's see, plea. What celebrities do they get to make their plea? Issue shut up, please, as fans turn off. I don't know what this one is. This might be a article. I was hoping for a video. Well, we won't watch the video. Over annoying coverage. Soccer Aid viewers were left fuming as they complained about irritating sound blunder. Okay, I'm sure regular viewers of my stream will be very familiar with regular sound blunders. I hope I haven't been on mute for this last however long we've been going since the intermission. Okay. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't doubt for a second all those games are rigged as well. Right, I do believe this is where we're going to start wrapping up. Oh, it was tonight, was it, Phil? Okay, no, I missed that. I was preparing for this stream, but yeah, thank you for letting us know. If I come across anything, I will certainly cover it on my next stream. Let's have a look. When are we going to be going live again? I still put Tuesdays, even though it's so rare for me to do a live stream on a Tuesday. However, I haven't done one recently. I have been talking to Jokerman about us doing a stream together. So that will likely happen in the next week. If I'm not back again before Thursday, then it'll be then. But yeah, we'll try and do something before Thursday. So if not though, I will certainly be back Thursday 8 PM. I hope you can make it as well. Yeah, thank you to everyone who's taken the time to tune in tonight. Maria Ellender, Phil Wright, Jokerman, Jeff Gashead, and Nathan Oakley. I think that's all the names I've seen so far. If I have missed anyone, my apologies. I said Maria, surely. Lovely Maria. With your insight into some of the subjects we talked about is massively appreciated. So yeah, final thanks to Skeptic936, Nathan Oakley, Midnight Scribbler, otherwise known as Jokerman, and Linda Mack for their support. Links are in the description if you want to find out how you can also show your appreciation. One very easy way, by the way, is just to hit the thumbs up before you leave. Would be most appreciated. Okay, I'll be back, if not before, in some form or another. I'll be back with a live stream on Thursday night. I do hope you can make it. I'm going to leave you with a video. It only goes on for a few minutes. What one is it? Soap's Extreme Similarities. Another one from December 2022. I think all my videos tonight, like during my play-in intermissions, have all been from 2022. Okay, let's put my thanks for watching sign down a little bit. And yeah, I'll leave you. So, I hope you agree. We're very fortunate to have a very forward-thinking monarch who gave up his cottage, same as Harry and Meghan gave up their cottage. But when Harry and Meghan do it, we hear that they're evicted. When Kate and Philip do it, we hear that they are forward-thinking and progressive. Crazy stuff. Okay, thanks ever so much for tuning in. Yeah, thanks Phil for the information at the end. Jokerman, all of you, Maria, Nathan, for tuning in. It's always appreciated. Okay, be back soon. Have a wonderful week. Have a great start to your week. If you're in the United Kingdom or any other country where it's, well, I hope the weather's going well for you. Apparently we're going to have thunderstorms soon, which are always fun. I quite enjoy them myself, but I do understand some people are absolutely terrified of them. I hope you're not one of them. Okay, I'm going to start rambling if I don't hit the end button now, so enjoy the film enjoy my video from December, and I'll be back with you soon. Okay, good night everyone, over and out. Channel is called Nathan Oakley 1980. Big thanks to him for helping me to hopefully be able to do the stream